The US-Armenian military exercises Eagle Partner 2024, held from July 15th to 24th, 2024, on the territory of the Republic of Armenia, raised serious questions regarding the security of the South Caucasus region. The officially stated objectives of these exercises, such as enhancing the combat readiness of Armenian units for participation in international peacekeeping operations, seem, to say the least, questionable given the involvement of US military equipment. In this piece, we will delve into various aspects of the exercises, drawing on information from publicly available sources. At Zvartnots Airport, Yerevan, the unloading of a US M1296 Stryker Dragoon infantry carrier vehicle from a C-17 Globemaster III military transport aircraft was documented. A photograph taken by Captain Vera Miller from the 22nd Mobile Public Affairs Detachment was released during the preparations for the exercises. Later, the same vehicle was spotted at a training ground in Armenia, Armenia. The M1296 Stryker Dragoon is a modern combat vehicle designed to transport infantry and provide fire support. It is equipped with a 30mm Mark 44 automatic cannon, allowing it to effectively engage lightly armored targets and enemy personnel. The vehicle can also be outfitted with an Mk-19 automatic grenade launcher and an M2 Browning heavy machine gun. With an 8x8 four-wheel configuration and a top speed of up to 97 km/h, the Stryker offers high mobility and can quickly cover significant distances, which is particularly important in the challenging terrain of the South Caucasus. Interestingly, despite the presence of such powerful equipment, most global media outlets overlook this fact, even though the M1296 Stryker Dragoon is clearly not intended for the peacekeeping operations mentioned in the Armenian Ministry of Defense's press release. The second and third visual materials related to the use of the M1296 Stryker Dragoon were published on the Arm Military Telegram channel, a platform closely linked to the Armenian Ministry of Defense. This channel is a primary source of information on the actions of the Armenian army and frequently shares content that does not make it into official reports. In a video filmed at the Armenia training ground, US cavalry regiment units can be seen disembarking from a Stryker armored vehicle, followed by live-fire exercises using assault rifles and submachine guns. Interestingly, no firing from the Stryker's 30mm cannon or anti-tank weapons was observed, which might be due to the limited technical capabilities of the training ground. It is also noteworthy that during the Eagle Partner 2024 exercises, US troops practiced urban warfare tactics. This aspect clearly deviates from the officially stated program of the maneuvers, raising further doubts about the true objectives of these exercises. The presence of US military equipment in Armenia and the nature of the exercises conducted suggest that the United States is pursuing a broader agenda in the South Caucasus. Let's consider the possible scenarios. Scenario number 1. Establishing a foothold in the South Caucasus through Armenia. The presence of US forces on Armenian territory indicates a US strategy to use Armenia as a base for expanding its influence in the region. Scenario number 2. Escalating tensions. The deployment of US military equipment in Armenia is perceived by Azerbaijan as a direct threat to its security, especially given the ongoing instability in Azerbaijani-Armenian relations. For instance, in the event of a flare-up along any point of the border with Azerbaijan, these combat vehicles could enable the rapid deployment of Armenian army personnel to the area. Scenario number 3. Countering Russia and Iran. The US has traditionally viewed the South Caucasus as a key region for containing the influence of Russia and Iran. The presence of US forces in Armenia and the exercises involving combat scenarios may be part of a plan to create conditions for the rapid deployment of American forces if necessary. It is possible that the M1296 Stryker Dragoon could be used in a scenario to capture strategically important sites, such as the Erebuni military airport and the 102nd Russian military base in Gyumri. Given the Stryker's mobility, the combat vehicle could cover the 126-kilometer distance from Zvartnots Airport to the base in Gyumri in about 2 to 2.5 hours. Thus, the Eagle Partner 24 exercises and the participation of the M1296 Stryker Dragoon in these maneuvers suggest that the US aims to shift the balance of power in the region, rather than pursue the peace often cited by officials. These exercises should not be seen as mere peacekeeping training. This is only a cover, but rather as part of a broader strategy aimed at achieving geopolitical objectives in the region. Baku is closely monitoring these developments, drawing conclusions, and taking appropriate measures.